When he entered the ashram, he saw Bhagavan walking down from the hill to the old hall. After washing his feet, Bhagavan entered the hall. Chala Perumal was thrilled. Before he left his village, Bhagavan had appeared in a dream in which he walked down from the hill, washed his feet, and then entered the hall. Look at the beauty of the Lord accepting this simple man. As he entered the hall, Chala Perumal noticed that he was alone with Bhagavan. He placed a small packet of raisins that he had taken with him for Bhagavan, and with emotions welling up in profuse tears, prostrated to him. When he got up, he saw Bhagavan eating the raisins. For Chala Perumal, it was as if Lord Shiva himself was accepting this offering. For nearly 15 minutes thereafter, Bhagavan directed his glance of grace on him, and Chala Perumal was thrilled. When many years later I asked him how it felt, Annamalai Swami replied, "I felt a wonderful coolness pervade my body, as if I was immersing myself in a cool pool after being outside in the hot sun." The beauty is that his first experience of Bhagavan's grace had a connection with what he was going to do during his future life in the ashram. That is, work in the hot sun. After this, he went up to Chinna Swami, the Sarvadhikari, the ashram manager, to request him to assign him some work. He was told to go into the hall and be an attendant of Bhagavan. Thus, he got his exclusive opportunity of not only being with Bhagavan, but also serving him. Bhagavan himself named him Annamalai Swami, which is significant. For instance, Bhagavan used to call his brother by his family nickname, Pichai, even after he took sannyas and changed his name to Nirajananda Swami. Vishwanatha Swami was called Vishwanatha, and Kunju Swami was called Kunju. Of course, if someone named Kasava Swami came, Bhagavan would not hesitate calling him Kasava Swami. But the only person he renamed was Annamalai Swami. I asked Annamalai Swami how this happened. Annamalai Swami recounted, "The very next day after I came to Bhagavan, he casually mentioned that I reminded him of a man called Annamalai Swami, a previous attendant of his at Skanda Ashram who passed away in 1920. Bhagavan started to use this name as a nickname for me. When the other devotees heard this, they too followed suit. Within a few days, my new identity was firmly established. Because his surrender to Bhagavan was total, Bhagavan gave him his complete attention. The jnani is like a mirror. The way he responds to you reflects the way you approach him. If you surrender totally, the blessing is total." One day he asked, "Bhagavan, give me some upadisa, spiritual instruction." Bhagavan answered, Go inwards, and always hold on to the self. Identifying with the body and the mind causes misery. Dive deep into the heart, the source of being and peace. Be established thus, always in your being. Look at this, first spiritual instruction of Bhagavan to Annamalai Swami. It is very important because Annamalai Swami himself later told me, "At that time, Ganesa, I did not know the significance of these words. The rest of my life is based on this very first spiritual instruction. I did not know or grasp the main meaning of this teaching. My vasanas came up, and I started noticing others around Bhagavan at the very early stage. They were all gossiping, and I did not like that. See the power of vasanas, the latent tendencies? He felt, yes, Bhagavan is great, but the people around him are going to distract me, so I will not stay here. Instead, I will go and do my spiritual practices elsewhere. Without even telling Bhagavan, he walked away. After nearly 20 miles, he felt very tired and hungry. At 200 houses, he begged, but nobody gave him even a morsel of food. Finally, when he did not know whom or where to turn, somebody asked him, "Hey, why are you suffering? Where are you coming from?" "I am coming from Annamalai." "From where is Annamalai?" came the next question. "From Ramanasramam," Annamalai Swami replied. And then the man reprimanded him, saying, "You have come here from Ramanasramam, and you are suffering? Fool, go back. You are a fool. Go back now." At that moment, he decided to go back to Bhagavan. Immediately, everything started happening miraculously. A hotel man called him and gave him food. He then boarded a train to Annamalai without a ticket. The ticket inspector checked all the others in the compartment except for him for tickets. Many things like these happened on his return journey to Annamalai. And when he arrived, he fell at Bhagavan's feet and revealed everything and begged him for forgiveness. And Bhagavan's glorious reply was, "How can you escape? You have work to do here. If you try to leave without doing the jobs destined for you, where can you run away? Stay here." Once again, Annamalai Swami fell at Bhagavan's feet, and Bhagavan said,